Yo, if you haven't seen the previous episode, go to Bazaar Blake channel as we are doing this talk show together. Or you can find all the episodes in the playlist in the description. And just so you know, my throat was a bit dry when we recorded this section, so please excuse a couple of voice cracks. Oh, and I wanted to remind you that the Bazaar's closed beta starts on the 30th of October. Only 1 week left, boys. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive under the surface.
You mentioned that you like Jules, or did you say that your Stell was your favorite?
Yeah. Stell's probably my most anticipated, but
Okay.
I like Jules too. It's just hard to know with these future heroes because we start getting so much like less info on them since they're coming out
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I think those three will probably take much less time to cover those three. Which one should we take first?
I say we do Jules since she's the
Okay.
next on the website.
Okay. So we already know she's a purple gal with a weakness to pastries. I just noticed she has a giant whisk on her shoulder.
Oh, you just noticed that?
I don't know.
That's funny.
I knew it was like something was there, but I never really paid attention what it was precisely. But it's a giant whisk.
Her
Do you
other
think she
skins are
uses
pretty cool
galaxy
too.
gas for her whipped cream?
What?
Do you think she uses galaxy gas for her whipped cream?
Oh my god. That's the real joy. That's how people are getting knocked out with it.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
She just poisons all of her food. That's really what's causing joy. They just pass out.
I just imagined like her restaurant, like people come in and she prepares them food, but there's also like galaxy gas container on every table, and people are just huffing nitrogen, and that's why they like her cooking because they are like knocked silly.
That's her species secret ingredient.
Oh man. Okay. Um, why did I think of that? That's terrible. Okay, so we know she's a chef. She likes food. She has a small family, and her main, like I guess, weaponry are appliances and utensils. I mean, besides poisonous food or whatever. Or I guess. I mean, she could have poisonous food actually. I mean, I already mentioned galaxy gas, but um, we know that she used to have joy, which was this anti-damage, but essentially it was damage, but blue.
It just met. Wasn't it like it just like the damage you did and then would go, make their health go down and then the joy would build up on the other side and then when they met, the match was over basically. Isn't that how it worked?
Yes, but someone mentioned that on the live stream. So it is actually in the Bazaar number 37 that someone just said that the joy is pretend mechanic because it's damage but blue, essentially. So what does it matter that it counts from left, not from right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which line you have to meet if the
Action.
results in the same outcome. So I'm 100% sure that joy was scrapped.
Yeah, on the website, it's like one of her build types is satisfy cravings, cook delicious foods, and create joy and pacify your enemies. So
I'm not sure if
maybe
that
it's.
changed. As in, how long ago was that written?
I'm assuming the website was updated with the launch info, but or like like in June. But also it might be saying joy as like the concept of joy and not like an actual full-fledged mechanic now.
Well,
You know what I mean?
it's capitalized, so
Oh, you're right.
it's definitely like unique concept.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so this can be a clue that shows that joy is actually present in the game, or it will be present in the game, but there's no way actually to be sure what it does at this point. But one thing that Reynard mentioned in the Bazaar 37 is that he wanted the opponent that was fed to death to pop. I guess this feeding mechanic can be utilized in some other way.
They pop like they're full of food.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure how that joy could work. What part of the board can be influenced by joy? Like, because we know that stunning means your items charge 25% slower or something around that value. So joy is separate from that. I wouldn't assume that, okay, so you are too full to fight, so you fight slower, something like this. But if stunning already exists, then joy wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, you think it would be totally unique, and I just can't really think of how does it pacify enemies? You know what I mean? It doesn't really does it make them stop attack? Like, does it make certain items stop attacking or something?
No idea. I mean, the other thing, we know that an item that removes other items exist, like just makes them blink out of the existence for the duration of the round. So joy could also interact with that, as in you are getting too full to fight, you are getting slower, food coma sets in. Maybe that could be represented somehow in that way, but I guess we'll need to wait another couple of months before we'll know for sure.
I assume we won't get any new info until like open beta for her at the earliest, so like November. But yeah, I'm really done. Like these last three characters, it's like how they work is just such a concept, especially Mac. Like we just don't know anything, which is makes it really hard to go off of.
I'm still looking at the description of Jules on Play the Bazaar website, and there's not really much else said here. You mentioned those cravings that need to be satisfied, but okay, next thing is sear and saute. Use your various heating elements to burn your opponents. So we know that burn is also part of her identity, just as it is for Dooley.
Yeah, lots of grills and stuff like that in her items.
Mm-hmm.
Microwaves, maybe.
Could be. But we also seen like mini fridge, ice cream, ice cubes that freeze your enemies. So I guess there is some variety in the effects of her items.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I kind of wonder if every hero's gonna be like that, or are they gonna be very? Because there's also like enchanted items, which is a whole nother topic to get into. But I don't know. I'm just curious how those synergies play off, and if every hero will have a lot of every type of item, or if it's gonna be very closed off. Like most of her items are only burn, and same with Dooley, or if
I,
that's just what we've seen at the moment.
I mean, as a designer, I guess you would want your item sets to be varied enough for you to have the expectation while choosing certain hero for a run that this particular run cannot be planned for. So you will have to make decisions on the fly. So if a certain character had this narrow-minded mechanic depth, let's say, you would have some sort of notion what to expect before you hit play. That wouldn't be, first of all, replayable that much, and it wouldn't be that fun. So some variety has to be there, but that's, I guess, the thing that we always go to. How much variety is there actually?
We'll know in about a month, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
I wish I could just go to sleep and, wake me up when September ends, this type of deal.
I feel the same way. As the closer we get, the farther away it feels.
I mean, Reina teased that he wanted to make a video with Raren, so maybe besides things on their YouTube channel, maybe we'll finally see some collaborations between Tempo and content creators.
Oh, yeah, just give us early access to the friends and family build, please.
I would like that on one hand. On the other, I already paid for the beta. Would I feel that I wasted money? I'm not sure.
We've waited a long time. We can wait another month.
I feel sort of like Sirius Black, like I did my waiting, all 13 years of it.
Right. Thanks for watching another episode of Under the Surface. Please leave a like or a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. There is also a link in the description for all those people who still have not created a Bazaar account. As always, the next episode is going live on Thursday on Blake's channel. See you then!
See ya.